what? Jason, you can Selwyn, go right ahead.
Okay. If that's easier, just ask questions as they come. Okay.
Whatever you like.
Whatever.
I was wondering if it's possible, if I don't have it with me, but if someday in the near future you could read my script, Warlock's Magic, the movie, Night of the Prankster, because you make an awesome Jason Warlock.
Well, I'll tell you what, writing a script is very hard to do. Something that I tip my hat to it. I'd be happy to read it. And I wish you a lot of luck in finishing it.
Oh, it's already finished. I just didn't bring it with me.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did, yeah. I've written over 40 episodes for Warlock's Magic, the series.
Wow.
And another movie afterward, Warlock's Magic, the movie too. Sounds like Teen Princess.
Okay. Sounds like a lot of fun.
This is both of you, but I was speaking to Selwyn earlier, and you were saying that, and you said earlier, that being blue was...
Dance angle.
Yeah, so what did it feel like when each of you got told you're the Red Ranger?
What was the question? Oh, he asked what was it like when we got told we were the Red Ranger. Man, it was unbelievable, you know. We went through such a grueling audition because for us they did what they call a cattle call, and that was like it's like American Idol, you know. There's like thousands of people out there. I got there and there was like 4,000 people in my city, in Dallas when I went, and I was like they were just like moving us through just real fast, you know. And so I got halfway through my routine and they're like, cut, and I'm like, what? Cut already? I didn't get to finish or do my best stuff. Like, no, we want to have you come back. And so I came back, and then they filmed it, and then I came back again, and I came back again, and then they said, we want to fly you to California, meet the producers. We went out there again, and then from there, that's when they told us we got the part. So we had to go through a lot of auditions. So it was pretty cool though. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I guess the second band, I was in LA when I did it, so I know that they were casting all over the country. And again, it was about 5.
There he is.
All right, so we'll spin through them. We'll give it to Jason at the end. So it was 5 different auditions, and I remember when I got the call from my manager exactly where I was. Driving to Beverly Glen Boulevard, and I was ecstatic. I was bartending at the time, and I couldn't wait to quit that job. It was great.
Well, I think I had a bit of an easier route. I had been in LA for maybe not even a year yet, so it was just, for me at that time, the way that I was thinking, I came out here for a reason, and you know, it was supposed to happen, but I was definitely beside myself when it actually did happen. I only had 2 auditions, but like you said, they definitely had a cattle call that was all across the country, but I just was really on the very tail end. It was just really timing with me, so I just kind of got lucky. I only had 2 auditions, and then like a private meeting with actually Haim Saban, and then that was pretty much it, but it was definitely awesome.
What's the question?
How'd you feel when you got told you were red?
How did it feel when I turned red?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I was a little disappointed because my wings were gone. My shields.
Aww.
My shields were gone. But it's okay. I was good. I mean, it was just, go in the dressing room and then like open it, see a different costume, a different color, and all that good stuff. And haven't seen TJ since I passed my power coin. And that's just part of the job, I guess. And, then I had to wear red, all red the whole season. And I was black the whole season.
Hi, this question's for Selwyn. Could you describe each one of your space cast members? Chris, Justin, Tracy, Patricia, Roger, and Blake. What was Blake like?
That's a good question. Okay, let's start with Blake. That's easiest. Very energetic, just eager and young, and just so pure and honest. Such a great kid. I don't know what happened. Tracy, she was great for morale. You know, beautiful, shapely yellow Ranger's always awesome to have in the crew. Roger, you know, he was a spicy, ferocious, you know, kind of hot-headed guy. And Patty, you know, she was, I guess she was like the cooling, calming factor of the crew, you know. And that pretty much sums them up, you know, and I was just kind of the organizer and the person to kind of, you know, tell everybody what to do. Yes, does that answer your question?
Yeah, the one I wanted to ask before the official line of questioning started. I have a second one for Mr. Frank there when we officially go down the line.
Go for it. Yeah.
Ask now? Okay, this is sort of something, when Tommy retired his powers and turbo after that, did he stay with, do you think he would have stayed with Kat or eventually gotten back together with Kimberly?
Probably had them both. You know? I'm so glad he's sitting next to me. He just feeds me things. Why not have both? Does that answer your question? Now Tommy's a sleaze bag.
Yeah, I got a question for you. Have you guys ever competed in NASCAR NBL bike tournament?
NASCAR?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was NASCAR rated a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah. When I was 16, like 2 years ago. Yeah, I was NASCAR rated. I did a lot of NASCAR tournaments. I mean, you did, didn't you do tournaments? Not really?
No, like ITF tournaments. Type
Oh,
tournaments.
yeah. That's why all that. Who's I know he competes on camera riders. What's his name? Camera riders. Matt. Is that it? Oh yeah.
Matt.
He competes a lot, right? No one knows it. Yes, to me, I guess in that thing. Okay, I'm sorry. I had a part in there. So yes.
Okay. Thank you. I have not asked a question.
Oh, you're just.
Dude,
filming?
some people raising their hands. How about you, sir, right over there in the middle, right? Yeah.
Selwyn, did you actually drive the right Camaro?
I did.
My question's for Jason Frank. Was there any reason why your middle name was put in the credits? Was that your decision?
No, I used to. You see, some say Jason Frank, and some says. I was watching the fights last night, and some say Jason David Frank. Well, when they put Jason Frank, and everyone starts saying, "What happened to your middle name? How can your middle name?" So I just told them to put it back to Jason David Frank. 3 first names, it's easy. And people say, "What's your last name?" And I go, "Frank." And they go, "No, sir, your last name." I say, "That's my last name." So yeah, thank you. Oh, do you guys have questions lined up against the wall, or are you guys just used to being in jail and stuff? Okay. Well, are you all lined up?
How about this guy
You're
first,
all,
then?
you two lined up?
Green
You guys
Ranger,
ready?
Green Ranger.
Oh, you do have questions? Okay.
Green Ranger.
Yeah, I was going to ask Selwyn, how did it feel to go back to being, how did it feel to be blue in space?
You know, I kind of explained it a little bit earlier, but I mean, going to blue, just for my own personal ego thing, it was a bit of a blow. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just awesome to be a Ranger no matter what color you are.
All I got is, like, when they called you for Forever Red episode, what was your reaction when they said they wanted you to come, and how did they call? Where were you when they called you? When they called you on come back for Forever Red?
Yeah, I don't remember where I was specifically for that, but it wasn't like when I actually had got the original role, but I was still very in touch with everybody. I was only a year out, so like I said, it was such a great experience. I was looking forward to meeting all the guys.
I don't want to know.
And looking forward to it. Yeah.
They asked me, but then I wasn't in it.
I don't remember where I was, but I remember getting the call for Forever Red. You know, Jonathan called me, and then I was thinking, I really haven't done my homework on Power Rangers at all. So I'm going to meet everybody that I really don't know. And going there was kind of weird because you know, Tommy was the leader, but I'm going to an episode where they all were leaders. You see? So now I have to lead the leaders, and I just didn't want, I didn't want to be like that kind of guy where people are like, yeah, whatever, because I'm walking around telling everyone what to do, and I'm thinking they were leaders on the show too. So that was a little awkward, you know, and meeting everybody, but I got a chance to meet everybody, but you didn't come, or who's the one that had to shoot separately?
Danny Slater.
That was the Galaxy night.
Well, he wasn't gonna do it. He wasn't gonna do it, and then they must have paid him a little bit more money. I don't know what happened, but then I think that, yeah, something like that. But yeah, so I got a chance to meet everybody, and you know, but were we all wearing like red? Yeah. So we just shared our shirt. Low budget.
Again, yeah, I don't really remember exactly where I was at, but it was, for me, it was a no-brainer. You know, I was happy to come back and play on the Rangers set and meet, you know, Jason again in Austin. You know, I'd never met him, but I'd seen him in his work, so I was excited to see him and the rest of the Rangers. So it was cool. I was excited.
Great.
All right, I have a question. I was wondering, after the last fight that you had, you went pro. Are we going to be seeing any fights here in California anytime soon?
Yeah, no, I'd like to. Right now, my manager is talking to Strike Force right now, so I'm still keeping my fingers crossed on that. But I mean, I still want to. I would love to fight in California because I got a lot of California fans. I'd like to see it and stuff like that. So right now, I haven't got back to my manager. I have a fight October, November, December, but I don't know which one I want to take yet. So it comes down to money, you know what it is. Thank you.
See one right there?
Yeah, there we go.
How did you guys know when you guys found out you were casting to the Red Rangers?
That was someone asked that question.
Yeah.
We just asked that.
I just answered that one.
Were you here? Wait, let's take roll call. Raise your hand if you're not here. Thank you. I'm not here.
I raised my hand.
No, we're not going to do that. We're all here. I stole a lot. I got the black dino suit at my karate school in Texas. I jacked that thing. And I remember coming out in the van, I wore it underneath my clothes, and I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like, you know, felt a lot bigger. I wasn't big then, but I felt a lot bigger, and I was kind of squeaking a little, you know? It's like, I took everything. But they don't give us anything. So I have that, and I have the Green Ranger suit that they were all freaking out about, like just the original spandex, you know? They're like, who stole it? And I'm like, but, you know, a little community, but, you know, Mark Richardson out there, the props guy, he was very kind, and he's got a lot of original stuff, but he was very kind to give us some stuff. He was always cool like that. Always hooked us out. I don't know if he hooked you all up. Was Mark on the teaser?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was often curious about these many things. Like the last scene, Forever Red, the whole thing, you guys were like,
Walter Jones in the back. Don't be trying to hide back there. Yeah.